Orlando Pirates released the fixture for the games that they're going to play in their preseason tour in Spain. And also on this side, PSL released the fixture of that 1st of August weekend, which I talked about. That's the rumors are saying the league will start on that. And then now it's finally true. It's out. The league is starting on the 1st of August. And then the second week of August is the MTN 8. So now we know Orlando Pirates' first 5 fixtures. And you know what it means? It means when you look at those fixtures, you can now actually tell that we are taking 3 points here. We are taking 3 points here. We are taking 3 points here. And nah. It's not as easy as like that, man, if you think about it. Because when you're looking at those pictures, especially on paper, you realize that on paper, that's our 15 points. We're actually winning all those games without even struggling. But then we realize that the games are not played on paper. And you remember how we started the season last season, and then we had one of those 2 games that we lost. And then it was a huge thing on Code Wide when people wanted to cut his head off. And yeah, I think I'm worried about the first game, and I know a lot of people will be like, no, but it's just Milford. They won the playoffs, and it's not like they even won the league in the NFT. They won the playoffs, and now are here. No, I know all of that. My worry about Milford game at Amstel Arena is when you look at that game, you realize one thing, that Orlando Pirates are defending champions. So they will go there with that status. The whole of the season, everyone is scanning for them. These are the guys that took the league last season, and this season they want to defend it. So everyone is going for Orlando Pirates. And if I'm Milford and I'm playing away, what the best way to approach the game is to make sure that I'm playing the deep kind of football where I can give myself a chance to go on a break, hit those guys on the counter, because we know that Orlando Pirates, when they attack, like seriously, they send about 5 or 6 guys up front. So when you can break a ball from there and have a plan of what to do with the ball, you can actually punish them. But now you can go at Amstel Arena and be like, if I actually get a draw there, I can do something. And remember, this will be your first game in the Premier League. And if you can get the point out of that game, you actually have something to actually cherish and look forward to in the season, because it's your first game, you got a point against the defending champions. This will give those players a confidence. And I think that's why I'm saying that game is dangerous for Orlando Pirates, because this is not a game where you can go in and say, we know Skukune, this is how they play, we're going to break them down in these minutes, we're going to do all those type of things. I think it's going to be crazy. But what I am glad is when I was looking at the fixture, man, football is going to be back soon, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. It's going to be a hell lot of things. And then in those 5 fixtures, our first game is at home with Milford. After that, we're going to Amazulu. After that, we're going to Chipa. And then we come back home to Skukune. And then we close it down with the newly promoted boys again. So in the first 5 matches, we are playing the promotional boys twice. And I think it's a good and a bad thing. But the Kruger game actually is kind of a game that I'm not worried about, because I think Kruger will have been played in the PSL, and whatever mindsets and plans they have for the PSL will have actually starting to be shaken if it's not according to what they planned for, because they will have played 4 games before they actually faced us. So when we go there, they will have different mindsets of actually how do we stop Orlando Pirates. And if we actually do well in the other 4 games as well, maybe let's say we win all our 4 games and then it's them, it's not going to be a difficult game, because they already know that these guys are coming here to take these 3 points, and we've been actually struggling with this type of system. And now what are we going to do? Implementing a new system when you are going to play Orlando Pirates is not going to work for you. So I think that's the game that I'm not even actually worried about. So I'm happy that all the fixtures are back, and I think now it's going to have the balls on tour to actually play those games on tour that are actually going to give them an idea of what exactly they need to learn when they're actually coming back to start the season. Because think about it, we are playing Champions League, there will be a lot of games, and you know what I like about that, and I know we have a lot of players will rotate a lot. But if you look at that fixture of the preseason tour, the last 3 games are actually close to each other. And I like that. And if those teams, they can bring the intensity to Pirates when they are playing those games and just press them high, push them around, make sure that they don't get easy goals. And I think that will be a perfect way to prepare yourself for the season. Because if you are playing all these cups and the Champions League it's in, and I think that Champions League is the most demanding one because traveling, coming back, have to play games. If you skip games, you're piling up your games at the end of the season, so it's still gonna catch up with you. So I think when you are looking at this season, will be one of the difficult seasons if you're looking at the way we are expecting to win things, which definitely I want the Champions League. I still want to defend the league as well. MTN 8, we probably gonna take that, and yeah. And I would love the Nedbank Cup, maybe leave the Telkom knockout. But as a fan, I know that we need to take everything. Yeah, we need to take everything. Everything that is available, we need to take it. I'm just so excited. And I think when I was looking at the fixture of the preseason, I was like, these kind of teams that we actually choose to play against, these are the teams that are going to actually prepare us for the Champions League. Because you look at the Saudi boys are playing in the heat, Spain is heat, and they're going to bring that intensity they bring when every time they play there. And I think Neon FC is the one team that is actually kind of more challenging, because think about them. They want to also test themselves against the big boys because they get the back-to-back promotion from their lower division of Saudi Pro League, of Saudi League, and then now they are going to play in the Saudi Pro League this season. And I think it's one of those guys, even though I was disappointed that I actually was waiting to see an announcement that we're gonna play Celtics or Coventry. My reason being, especially Celtic, it's the way they move the ball past defenders and the way the intensity and the rate past speed of the game it is when you watch Celtics play. So I was hoping that when we actually play against them, they actually teach us how to play against this North African team that sometimes have that kind of mindset when they're playing games, especially when they're playing at home. So I was hoping that, but I know that you're going to get the physicality of each when you're playing against Cordoba. Those are the teams that play with physicality, they in your face and all of that. And then I think playing Al Ittihad as well, it's a good team. It's a good one of the top 4 in the Saudi Pro League. So I think probably most of the guys that play there are not in the World Cup, and then I think so they probably should be there when we are playing them and see all the stars. And then if they can bring their A game and then we bring our A game and then we see, I'm sure the boys will learn out something on that game. Because sometimes when you watch PSL and watch people play, you're like, do you guys even watch the top class players, how they actually think in the pitch, how they actually play football, how they actually see the spaces? I always say right now that when you look at the game, you realize that people sometimes they don't see that. So I think Coach Ward is going to work on that as well. Because I remember after the game against Polokwane that we ended up winning at the end of the game where Tito came in out of nowhere and scored that goal. And I'm telling you, he was so complaining about the fact that we were creating lots of chances and we were not finishing them. That's why we had the rumors that actually Pirates want a lethal striker and they were even prepared to go overseas. I'm not sure if they're still prepared to do that, but if they are saying they are prepared to do that and go all the way to get like a nice reject that will come here in the league and be a top striker, and I think I'll be happy with that. But I was just wanting to say that I'm happy that the fixture is out and I know exactly when now I'm start making noise about my team defending the champion, the league as well. And I think we are triple winners, so all the 3 should be defended, and then we look to win the other 2 that we were missing last season. So I think if we can do that, Pirates will be in good hands. And in terms of the fans, and I know a lot of people have been saying that we're releasing a lot of players, is this and that, Mang is leaving, we're not signing enough, the player that we thought we were going to sign was stolen and then moved all the way to Sundowns because we didn't want to pay the big bucks. I think it's a lot, but I'm just happy that the 15 points I'm looking at on paper is just nice, and I'm like, yeah, this 15 points is going to be nice. So I think I should have taken the hydration break on this video, but anyway, because I'm about to finish, I'm not going to take that. I just want to say, guys, if you are Orlando Pirate fan, just be ready. This season is going to be nice. And looking at this fixture, that's why I'm saying that on paper, the fixture is actually exciting, because you're looking at those games, you're like, if we get this first 15 points, everyone will be looking at us like, damn, they are going to get it and do it again. So I think maybe everyone should know that we are going for it again. We are defending our league again. MTN 8, I think some teams, when they play it, they should know that we probably are the favorites. Even if we are not the favorites, we are the favorites to win it all the time. And I think it's a good thing. And I know people are saying Mofokeng is not here now, that used to do things. We still have Apolis. I haven't heard anything. Apolis, there are rumors that Apolis might leave as well, but there is nothing concrete that is happening with Apolis. So we still have Apolis and the other guys that actually came into the team. And we have Mtia, and we have a lot of guys that are good actually at Orlando Pirates. I'm just a happy fan. And if you're watching this video, you're like, this guy is just everywhere. This video was just me being happy about this fixture, because I think when you look at the preseason fixture and you look at our PSL fixture, you realize that now Pirates needs to train for what it's coming. Because if we're starting now early, and I like this about PSL, we start now, we have a lot of teams in Champions League, so that we give them more games to play now before next year, when the Champions League games starting to pile up around April, May. So let's just play a lot of PSL games this side. If we can play some of the second leg games this side of the year and then leave more gaps, and then it's thin. And I know people will complain that now because it's Orlando Pirates in the Champions League we are doing that. No, I understand, but I'm saying that maybe if you can plan things like that, it will be easy for us to actually go out all the way and challenge for the Champions League and win the other leagues, because I won the league and the Champions League, and we can add another one and maybe have another triple this year. But yeah, if you've been watching this video up until this far, thank you so much, man. My name is Popkiss. I'll see you on the next one. Up the Bucks once, always.